up, world? It's your boy Mark Walter Ward, Super Facts Show, Super Facts Network. Today we got returning one of my all-time favorites, Bhrama Bull. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's up, Mark?
Chilling, chilling. I can't call it. So, man, Evolution 4 is looking real nice, huh?
Yeah, bro. I can't even I don't want to speak on I'll tell you some features that I got coming, but my man Tony from over at 1PR or 1 RPM said release some more singles before you drop your shit because last time it's like a couple tracks got mixed in and they kind of got lost because I'm thinking some of them should have been singles, like the Yara one, the Deaf Soldier, and Rick Hyde shit. Like all of them could have been singles. I'm just trying to max out the single game to make it pop towards the end of the summer.
Well, let me skip ahead to why I want to come back, but you know what I was thinking of something along those lines. You got the song, the NASA song, which goes hard as fuck. Anyone listening to us, check out NASA, Bhrama Bull, and Vic Spencer. But Vic Spencer moves a ton of vinyl. You ever thought about pressing up a 45?
Yeah, I have thought about it. That shit, I don't, it's pretty expensive. I've been there where you click on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there, you know what I'm saying, to press it. A lot of my comments have said to do it. I think I'm going to do it for, probably either one of these albums or probably this Evolution 4. I got to do it. I want it to be able to come out when, the record comes out, but
Well,
definitely I've thought about it.
well, I mean, I would love for the whole project, but I'm talking about specifically, 45 is like them little single shits and shit.
Yeah.
And like I
Yeah.
said, he be moving vinyl, and I looked, I couldn't find any 45s he had, so that'd be like an automatic for all them Vic Spencer collectors. Like he's big in Europe. If you go on Discogs and look at him,
Yeah.
you'd be amazed.
Well, yeah, he's popular as shit. That's why I wanted to work with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, he
And
sells a
he's
lot of
dope.
vinyl. He's a style junkie. He has like really new clothes and regular artists kind of promoting their self stuff, but his vinyl sold out. So I mean, this vinyl game in my lane of sound that I got is a big thing, and everybody's telling me to do it. I just got to pull the trigger and time it out because it usually takes like 3 months to press something up.
Right.
But that's my next move. I'm saving up for that.
I heard that. I mean, I always be saying, like, let's say it even costs you 10 stacks to make 1,000 records, not the 45, but the full one.
Yeah.
Man, I know you can find 1,000 people that buy your record for $20, and now you done over
Well,
the course of a year. That's like having a part-time job.
It's like 2,500 for 50 of them, or 2,300. So you got to sell this. The site will tell you how much you got to sell it for to make your money back. So $50 a record. I got some
Oh,
shirts.
I know, way better prices than that, bro. I know a jump that would do 1,000. Last time I checked, it's been like a year. Was like 7,000. But
Damn.
so I know it couldn't have gone up two. I mean, I don't want to jinx that shit. But I'll send you some links probably tomorrow.
All right,
But
for sure. I definitely want to get into that.
yeah, there's way better price than that. You shouldn't be paying more than $10 a record, but ideally you want to get around $7.50 or $8.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, that's something that I definitely want to
And
get
if you can
into.
find a local place, that's even better because you know what ends up costing a lot of money is the shipping. Shipping 1,000 records is expensive.
Yeah. And the cover and then the middle and how thick you want it, but forget all that. It's a big business and I'm seeing people eat over there. I mean, freaking what's it called? Got the #1 vinyl in the world, Taylor Swift. Like some purple shit, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's really in it. I got to get in on that. Definitely. So that's definitely coming.
Word. So, back to the Evolution 4, the singles and everything. The latest one, Balcony Status. I mean, first off, that beat is kind of different. What did that come? Did something inspire you?
No, it was just one of those, usually when I'm in my studio, I just play records, play records. You might see a stack up there. Those are the ones that I haven't listened to. So I just try to get into those. And it was just kind of infectious, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really discovering the anime because I can't really go to Richmond, Virginia and like film freaking Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I can't go to Chicago and film Vic Spencer because getting these features, it's like I'm reaching out, sending packs, and it's like, yo, if you pick one, let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm really asking these established artists to really rock with me. So sometimes I don't even know if they want to charge me for the video. I don't have video people there. So I'm like, look, let me find a cool way to get something on YouTube, you know? So I've been in like my plugs just send me these records. And a lot of plugs I can't even use no more because Alchemist and Madlib and DJ Muggs is following them now. So it's like, yo, I can't even use you guys no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that was a point where I just got to evolve into other places, you know, to dig and stuff. But digging is all the time. But it just came up, and I had that beat for like a year, at least like 4 months, 4 to 6 months. And I had actually sent that to a couple artists and they didn't want to use it. And but I got with Monday Night. Now that sample, I don't even remember where it's from, but you know, I've had it and I mixed it and I had to send Monday Night like 3 or 4 beats for him to be like, yeah, it's that one. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run with that one. Um, and the inspiration, it just came and it was one of those beats that I just made late at night. And, you know, I kept going back to it because I don't use all the beats I make. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Right.
like 30% of them, 3 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, for 2 of them are ones that I don't think are good enough. 5 of them are like ones that I got to work on. And the 3 are just like, yo, those are it, you know? So he went off on it, his style, and it really came out really well. I'm getting some good feedback on it.
It did. I mean, if nothing else, he got a Spotify subscriber for me. I've been going down the rabbit hole with him since I heard that song. That's a beautiful thing about those producer projects when you learn a new artist.
Yeah.
I
And
mean, in a way, that's like the new mixtape.
that's what I'm kind of going after. Like, you know, with Vic Spencer, I got into a Chicago Apple playlist and he was real supportive on the promotion on that side. And then Monday night, he's retweeting everything. But with Monday nights, it was like the anime that was attached to it that I get my boy Only Raps 90. He does all my anime cutting up and he picked a certain one that was really had a lot of nostalgia to it. I honestly don't watch a lot of anime. It's like I love the drawing of it. I love the way it's put together and all that. But he picked a certain one named Redline. So I asked my brother, he said Redline is like the best driving anime there is, you know. So it kind of did good on Twitter. The community of the anime really like grasps onto it. And I think it worked out. Like they were thinking that the song was in the movie, which it kind of like fit like that. You know what I'm
It
saying?
did.
Because I think I grabbed like a Japanese record for that shit. I think I did. And it's the same record that I used for Rome Streets. So the anime, the Japanese records, that whole shit came together like perfectly on this record. And it's really doing well. Like, big shout to Monday Night, man. Like, he just put his cool on it. I ain't tell him I want this theme on it. Like, when I give the records out, like, I'm not telling you how to do your shit on it. You know what I'm saying? You just go and you know, you do your other half, 60% of making the track.
You know, the anime thing, I fuck with anime a little bit. My son really loves it. My problem be a lot of them shits. It's like they're over explaining, like they're fighting and they're like, oh, if I use the touch of death, this will happen, and like it's during the combat though. You know what I mean? Like who the fuck gets to take a pause while they're fighting to discuss with themselves what they're gonna do next?
But I think it goes back to like Wu-Tang and Golden Arms and all those fighting movies. I think it's just like that's the culture of it because I buy a lot of overseas soundtracks and stuff like that. And I think it's the overseas culture or that has bridged into the anime. They always over explain everything. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, not always though. Like it's this new jump, Chainsaw Man on Hulu.
With the chainsaw at the head, right?
Yeah, they just finished the
Yeah.
first season. I fuck with that shit hard body, and then like some super old school shit from the '70s. I fuck with Lone Wolf and Cub. You
Okay.
can watch that shit on HBO. That might be good for your jump because I know people know it, and it might even be like public use now.
Well, I might keep going with the anime, but I was gonna move into video games. Like
Ah,
basically like in Street Fighter when they're about to go into the match and there's like a sub like where the character is on some shit. I was gonna move because it's seeming like that's the wave. You know what I'm saying? Either video games, cartoons, or something digital. If I can't get the artist to do a video with me, I need something on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And Symphonic just blessed me with the Vivo. I gotta that's like I'm missing out on YouTube. So I'm trying to the anime wave, I might stick with it because it's doing so good. I'm not sure, but I'm going something towards retro video games or something metaversey or something if I can't get these people in a video. You know what I'm saying?
where I mean, a lot of it probably has to do with people's attention span, and that anime and the video games. It's like a new scene every 3 or 4 seconds. So that keeps people focused more and just having like the shit with the cover moving, but where they
Exactly.
visualize it.
Yeah, exactly. And I had a couple of those during Evolution 3. I had with the Vic Spencer, I had a motion art. That shit was cool. But I was like, yo, it's NASA. So I hit the oh boy up. I'm like, I need a space anime chopped up to the beat. You know what I'm saying? He was like, bet. I don't even know what anime he used, but I was entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like underground hip hop is kind of like an older, kind of over 30 genre, and but the anime is for young kids. It's like I don't know. It felt right, you
Right. I
know.
mean, all that like it's got that what they call that shit like the Venn diagram overlap. Like it's bringing mad people together.
So you fuck with it, huh? You like it?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, it's way better than watching the visualizer.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
So I'm a little pressed for time today. So before we go, I'm
Yeah.
curious if we can talk about your Uncle Del Jones project. You're gonna be dropping the vinyl on that in February.
Yeah, it's finally came together. Actually, my dad was out here and we went to Ethan's house, Now Again Records owner, CEO, and we picked up the pictures that he borrowed to put into, the vinyl, because it's a two vinyl set. So it's two albums in there. So it's the history behind it, my uncles.
And not to interrupt, before I forget, what are the two albums? Because I went and listened to one. I want to make sure I hear all of them Jones because I could only find them on the Discogs, but I know another place to look for shit like that.
One is wait, I got it right in the background. Court is closed. That's one. And there's another one in there. It has the Africa symbol on it. Damn, I'm tight. I don't remember.
That's the
Wait.
one I heard too. That's the one that's on his Discogs page.
So positive vibes. That's it. So here is this cover one right here.
Yeah, I was groove. That shit is fire. I was grooving to that.
It's fire. And then the other
See, I
one.
didn't hear Quarters close. I
Yeah,
got.
that one's a little harder to find, a little more political, but
Ah, well, I love that
they're
type
in
shit.
there. So it's all together. So it's got the little sides on it, with some information there. It's a gatefold, so that means it folds out and opens up, and there's information on the inside.
Yeah,
And
that's a solid looking vinyl right there, brother.
yeah, Now Again, they do their thing. I mean, he makes all the records for Madlib, Freddie Gibbs, Alchemist, and professionally done. Now it comes with the wave, digital files as well. And
Okay.
for Black History Month, we're gonna set this off. Took like a couple years to make, and I think my other uncle has some more stuff in his. I think we might do another one, because I think he has some more tapes. We were talking about a DVD and some video things, but that may be on the way. And that's exclusive because the vinyl heads have been kind of waiting for this. If you dig for vinyl, there's only going to be 1,000 of them, so we might do a limited run on that, and now and again put it together. So all the money goes to the families, my family, my uncle, and all that with now and again. So, but the resale on it is gonna probably be crazy. Like I
Oh
seen
yeah,
one
bro.
for like $5,000, original pressing,
Man,
So
it's on so many. Are you hip to Discogs?
yeah, I've cataloged all my records.
Okay, so you know that want list shit, like Del Jones is on a lot of people's want list.
Yeah, definitely. It's they only made like 800, 900 of them. So having the original, it's really like it's really up there. I think it's been sampled, but people can't find the samples to even put it out there that it's been sampled. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
maybe this will bring some light, because usually the records that are sampled by the famous producers raise in value. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And
hell
I,
yeah.
and I hear some of the stuff in there, and I think it's going to be exposed that some of our favorite producers have used this as a source for some of their beats.
Well, hopefully they broke it off, but if nothing else, like, it shows that they got good taste, right?
Yeah, and it all comes back. I mean, paying for samples, the creativity of it is just like it either comes back or not. You know what I'm saying? The most famous like jazz drummer with the loop, you know what I'm saying? What's that guy's name with that
Chet
crazy loop?
Baker.
Stubblefield, Clyde Stubblefield. He
Uh,
has one of those loops that just everyone uses for their beats, and he's just like, just take it, man. I did it for the culture. So he's James Brown's drummer. So
well, let
I
me
just
ask you
feel,
something. If
yeah,
you had a drummer replay it, doesn't that not even count? Like, can't you just not even sample it? Just have a drummer do the same
you
loop?
could, but there's certain
Well, I
elements.
mean, but like then you don't have to pay. Like that's not
Correct.
copyright infringement, right?
That's called interpolation. So you can interpolate everything and do it again. But there's certain elements of how it was recorded that you can't get that sound. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh yeah.
Like the swing on it and shit that a computer can't do. But yeah, I catalog all my records. I try to catalog everything and keep everything alphabetically ordered, but sometimes it goes a little haywire. But I try to keep that together to know the value and what I have, so I don't keep buying the same shit.
And then the last thing, I want real quick talk some Sixers. What you think about how Harden's been playing lately?
I mean, he's playing good, man. Like he
14
looks,
assists a game, like the last month, I believe.
yeah, he's actually dishing it off. And I feel like Maxi is like his little project to help him grow. I think Maxi the other day just took over the game against the Kings, and I think Harden was like teaching him how to do it from the sidelines. He wasn't playing, but in the game and outside of it, I think Maxi's learning from all this right now. Harden is like towards the end of his career. I think we need one more person now, one more like hard working, like this Hachimura that just went today. He's a good person.
I mean, yeah,
The
he's a good
Twitter
person.
person.
I ain't sad to see him go.
Oh, I mean, he had 30 the other day because I felt like he was already traded. You know what I'm saying? So, but we need like a
He got limit. I
workhorse.
mean, he's good at what he's good at, but he got limitations.
Well, maybe LeBron can make him
Oh, I mean,
play.
yeah, he's gonna be great for the Lakers.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
know, when your team takes him in the lottery, he didn't quite work, especially when they reach a little bit. You know, like if he was like that, they want to trade it for Kuzma.
I
Because that's
know.
basically what that means. It means they're deciding to re-sign Kuzma.
Yeah, and they believe a couple game winners, that little fade away, that felt lucky to me. I don't know. That other game winner the other day.
Man, the
And
Wizards need all the luck they can in this world, brother.
Bradley Beal, like, what, does he even want to do anything?
Man, I ain't the biggest Bradley Beal fan in the world. I mean,
Now Porzingis is hurt. It's like, what are y'all? I don't know. I've been there with my team before, and I know these are the times where like sticking with them and it'll all get better. And they're building. You want to see them build the right way, but it's like they blowing it up right now, unfortunately.
But back to the Sixers real quick about Harden. I feel like since he stopped that trying to draw foul shit, he's just gotten so much better as a player, especially for their roster. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they won the chip this year if Embiid don't get hurt. Because in the playoffs, who's gonna stop that pick and roll? Like in the playoffs, it totally changes how the game is played. And when you got a puzzle that can't be solved, man, you're halfway there.
Yeah, I think that pick and roll has changed everything. It's changed Embiid. He can really just go to the. He's shooting less threes. He used to settle for threes before.
Yeah, I like him way better
Tucker
now.
over there. You know what I'm saying? And now Maxey is really turning into a 3-point threat. And Tobias is just filling in the gaps. I think
Tobias is great as a fourth option. He's probably the best fourth option in the league to me. I mean, maybe if I really thought about it, there might be a better one, but
no, he's 17, 18 a game, just filling the gaps. And he knows that sometimes he just shoots threes. Sometimes he gets to the elbow and does it. I feel like we're built a little bit more than last year.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because Harden is totally fresh and he wants to pass. You know what I'm saying? Embiid is just, he's got a kid now. He's married. He's settled.
Harden throwing up from drinking 2 liters of orange soda.
You know, I just feel like Philadelphia sports right now. I've never seen it like this ever. You know what I'm saying? So me wearing this hat forever has finally paid off for this year. You know what I'm saying? So
when the Eagles won that Super Bowl, where was the Sixers at the time? I don't remember.
We still had Embiid.
Were they still the process?
I think they was at the end of the we had Ben Simmons. No, we had Jimmy Butler.
I like that Sixers team. I don't know. Yeah. I thought they should have kept Jimmy and said fuck Ben.
I know.
You know the sad thing, bro? Like I know that's in homeboy's head, and I ain't gonna shit on nobody that's having mental health problems. But I was going back and looking at it. That when he was coming out of high school, they were saying he was the best prospect since LeBron James.
Yep.
I mean, that's a shame.
I know the mental health thing.
I mean, it's $150 million shame. So
I know, but Jimmy Butler had told everybody like, "Yo, this dude don't got it. Something's up with him. He's weird." Right? Nobody listened to Jimmy Butler, which Jimmy Butler is Michael Jordan's son. We all know that. So why would you not listen to him? And you freaking keep. And honestly, we would have won the chip that year if freaking, what's it called? They hit the shot.
Why?
Kawhi Leonard.
Word. You know, I think Kawhi is kind of overrated. Or like at least like, okay, post Toronto, right? I wouldn't want that on my franchise. Like this Bama telling you when he's gonna play and might be. I mean, I ain't one of them people that want people to play through injury. I think that's just stupid. But I feel like if motherfuckers is giving you know, 10, 20 mil a season, 30 mil a season, I mean, he's up there on that super high max. That you can at least let a motherfucker know if you're gonna play that night like more than a half hour before the game.
I don't think he's ever gonna win another ring unless he hops on a team in like 7 years and then they go.
Right, he's like the 8th
game happened early, right? So, and he got lucky with the shot, but he was on the Spurs before. He's getting old, you know what I'm saying? So he has no leadership either. I agree with you. Like, there's no like, yo, you know, guiding Reggie Jackson or anything. I don't see none of that, you know. So I do agree with you with that. You know, he's kind of like dead weight right now. I would get him off my freaking team.
I'd rather have he's been looking vicious the last week or so, but every time that happens, he be gone for 3 weeks.
He does that, then he falls off and like takes a few days. Like his ankle ain't that busted.
Word. And I mean, you got kids, right? Or a kid?
No kids.
Okay. Well, if you did, and he lived in your market, man, how many times would you go to a game and have to tell your kid like, man, he ain't gonna play. Sorry.
I know. I know. And this resting player shit is it's getting worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but if it's on the road, I don't mind as much because like if people are complaining, well, you should be buying tickets for the team in your city.
correct, correct, correct.
You know, like the shit the other day where
Game.
Golden State sat out most of the lineup. They were on the second end of a back to back. Like you want to get somebody hurt or you want to defend that championship. So I can dig that, but like when you're missing like weeks at a time and the team don't know why, that's just crazy to me. And I don't know like old white man shit where you gotta do what the fuck the powers that be say. Just like off if I was his teammate, I feel that way.
Yeah, I know. I just think it's grueling, bro.
Oh, I mean, of
You
course it
know,
is. But it's
and the
grueling for
grueling
everyone and people to play 72 games. Like I
and
ain't against rest at all. Like the Kawhi shit is just insane.
I know that's insane. But
But the
yo,
rest
he's
of it, I
taking
don't give a
off.
fuck about. Like it's justified to me.
But I'm thinking
Same thing. They should rest the dudes in AAU. My bad. Say it again.
a normal family, it costs like $400 to $500 to go to a game. It has
That's if you live in a city where the parking ain't 100.
that's what I'm saying. Even I don't care where you at, parking, food, yeah, and 3 tickets, 4 tickets is how many times can you go a year? You know what I'm saying? Maybe twice. And so I think they're underestimating how like America don't have a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? To go to 2 games a season, they can only really go to one. You got to have multiple stars that maybe will fill that void a little bit.
I had to learn a lesson. Like, man, my kids just ain't going to everything.
Exactly. Exactly.
Cause like
Like
I'll do shit like
baseball
I'll go
game.
to the Orlando Magic jump and go find me a scalper like 5 minutes before the game starts.
And does that work?
Hell yeah, bro. I done got like I mean not down here, but in DC, I done got front row ticket, not front row, but like let's say fourth row at the Wizards game for like $25 because it was either that or go home for the dude with the ticket.
That's what's up.
You just gotta be
So
willing to wait, and not
yeah,
be
and
all anxious and shit.
I study like the sports. The sports are like I love sports, man. Like it's just a microcosm of like every year has ups and downs, and you know what I'm saying? And you fight through, and there's hard times, and you lose a team member, and sometimes it's years, and you fight and fight. And I look up to sports a lot. It's just funny how that shit goes because sometimes you can get lucky, and sometimes destiny's just on your side, and you
Right.
can't lose. So I don't really gamble a lot, but I'm in fantasy leagues with people and stuff like that. I run the fantasy league, and sports is just a great microcosm of how you should treat your career and life sometimes.
Word.
I mean, I know there's cheating in there a little bit, but I can't fucking figure it out, you know. I think there's like a buzzer in people's pockets that go off, and I think each team gets a certain amount of buzzes where they get a call taken back. I don't know. There's something in there with payola, but I can't figure it out. And I've been watching sports all my life.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but I almost wouldn't want to figure it out. I'd rather
Exactly.
preserve the illusion. Like
I know.
I used to enjoy wrestling when I thought it was real,
Yeah, yeah,
and
you're
then I
right.
found out it wasn't, and that shit fucked it. Well, that and Ultimate Warrior being gone, that shit fucked it up for me.
Yeah, the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah, but I
But bro,
heard
I still be
wrestling
watching
got doing
Ultimate Warrior
good.
Jones on YouTube, or I won't even
Yeah.
watch a Macho Man match, but I'll watch Mad Macho Man.
Down, down, down. That was my shit, but it's changed so much. I mean,
I still
I
be
heard.
watching the old Macho Man promo cuts when he be talking the shit. That should be hilarious. Another good shit is the Hulk Hogan, Mr. T talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
That shit is funny as a motherfucker. I know Hulk Hogan can't. I be seeing Hulk Hogan around this motherfucker, right? He lived like right, not right around it,
Really?
but yeah, he lived like within a mile from me. So like I'll see him at the Winn Dixie or the Publix every now and then.
The '90s was the best era ever. I'm sorry. Late
The
'80s to
'90s
the
was that shit.
'90s. Yeah, I love it. I'm even getting into like retro video games. I'm on like a pinball kick. Like I
This,
love pinball all of a sudden.
you know about Midnight Madness?
Yeah,
That used to be
that's
my shit. That was some Atari shit. That was like the
yeah,
only game I had.
that was fire. What about Marble Madness, where you had to use the marble to go around the edges?
I didn't know about that one.
Nah, but I'm really on a pinball kick. You can ask my brother. My brother moved out here, and like pinball is so much fun all of a sudden. I don't know why I got into it so late.
You talking about on the sticks, or you talking about a real pinball
I'm
game?
talking about like this,
Oh
like the
yeah.
machines, you know.
Oh, I've always fucked with those when I could find them.
Yeah, when you can find them, and the older ones are better. They got like little retro arcades over here, but I don't know if I'm in the studio all day or if I'm working. It's just like there's beer. I don't drink much beer now, but pinball is just like a lot of fun. I don't know why.
It's because you're so mindful, bro. So anything that you can go on cruise control is relaxing to you, especially like
Yeah.
when you don't particularly care about the outcome. You know, like there's nothing riding on
Well, I'm in a groove where I'm like making the beats the way I want and where I want to be. I mean, I challenge myself a little bit. Like there's this guy Huncho that just asked me for a few beats, and he's an Atlanta future sounding guy. You
it. I
know what
know
I'm
Huncho.
saying?
I mean, I don't know him personally. I know of him.
You've heard of him, right?
Oh yeah,
So,
definitely. Dirty
and
Glove
working
Bastard,
with
bro. I got to. That's the home of Southern rap.
yeah, like I'm finding myself just challenge myself when I want. And certain artists sometimes want like cleaner records. You know what I'm saying? Like not the vinyl sound and shit. They
Right.
just want cleaner sound and sounds. And I like those challenges, you know. But where I'm at right now, I just feel like people are waiting for my stuff to drop. And I've been making beats for like so long. Like the DJs are looking out, and I'm finally like in that club of where like when I drop something, like people pay attention, you know. Been making beats for so long, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy that DJs are spinning it, they're telling me good stuff about it, and I got a lot of stuff. It's just like how many singles should I drop until I do the album? I'm gonna feel the buzz and figure that out, but I got a Heem track, I got a Guilty Simpson track, I got this guy named Nito coming up from the Bay. I got a B Knockin', I got a Yara, I got a J-Haze track, I got Shahef, free Shahef track. So many more. I got a Know It All track. So many more. I got a Def Soldier track. I got a 100 Gram Royce track. I got a Rome Streets and Danielson track. That was fun recording that. And Danielson's overseas. Rome is the homie. Um, it's just I got so much stuff, and I'm trying to get artists that are coming up, and they don't mind me promoting them us together, you know what I'm saying? Because when I do promotion, I'm not fucking around. You know
Word.
what I'm saying? That's my regular job is promoting different artists.
You're
Like,
easily the most professional indie producer I've ever seen.
you know what I'm saying? And I'm wondering why other people don't promote like this. I don't care, but this is the way. Well, when people ask me for this stuff and I know how to do it for myself, maybe less of a budget, and I know what's in demand and what people want to see. So I'm investing in myself a little bit more. I got my craft down, and I appreciate that. That means a lot. That it's just crazy this last weekend. Monday night is like a sick rapper that's just coming up, but his celebrity kind of moved over to me a little bit, and we working together, and it's just like I can't believe it. And the Vic Spencer put me on the map. So it's just like, I'm
Rising
just gonna
tide
run
lifts all boats.
it. Like he's a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's been cool, and they just see me as, another producer when they come to town, hit Brahma up, maybe got the stew, maybe we can work. And I just feel like this year is just my first year of ever doing this all year. You know what I'm saying? Just all singles. And the vinyl, I definitely want to get locked in. Even if it's something older, I want to get some vinyls and start to sell stuff. Because the comments in my post, like, when you going to sell something? When you going to sell something? And I'm like, you know, if there's 5 comments, there's probably 10 more other people maybe that want it, you know.
Word.
So,
Hell yeah.
I
Well,
appreciate your support on the single, bro. I really appreciate that.
oh, I'm a support everything. How could I not? It's just quality. Like that's my mission in life. I don't give a fuck about recognition, dough, none of that shit. I mean, I'm retired, and
Yeah.
I just like that's my mission to get rap to people because I remember how hard it used to be for me to get like because you know from DC we got all the go-go, but I'd hear like clue tapes and shit, and I'd want that shit, and I'd have to catch like a bus. So like anything that can make it easier to connect music with listeners. In some ways, I almost look at that as like my penance for the fucked up shit I did, or at least it makes me feel better about where I stand karmically, you know. And I ain't trying to have like no shine of it rub off on me or none of that shit. Just I want music to be
Well, bro,
available.
the interviews you've been doing lately, just keep it up. Keep gassing it. I mean, they're heavy interviews, bro. Like they're real, and then labels are gonna start hitting you. Then it's like, yo, you can't say these questions and stuff because I'm gonna promote once this is done. You give me this, I'm gonna run it up because I use the same people for my promotion every time. Then I get new people in. So
Right.
then it's like it builds and builds with the hard work because I've been in the game for so long. I did mixtapes, podcasts, all that, and I finally found where I'm at. So if you hear right now, we might have a show in a second. Who knows? You know
Who
what I'm
knows?
saying? Who knows, right?
Hey, how
But
they say it? How does an overnight success happen? Gradually, then suddenly.
yeah, bro. There's so many. I wouldn't trade this whole journey for nothing, bro. Like this whole 10, 15 years of everything. And then I get weird people calling me from like back in the day, like, yo, your stuff is better now. Just new fans. It's just like, and I'm just gonna keep going because I finally found like a little lane and all that. But everybody that supports me, I keep close. It looks like every single I'm using the same people, but there's always, of course I am, because they
Right.
rock with me, like genuinely, so I got some other interviews lined up, but of course you're the first one. Like, come
Well,
on.
I appreciate it, bro. And man, I hate to do this, but I got to run. But
All right, for sure.
no doubt. Yeah, I'm gonna hit you up. I definitely want to do a jump like real soon when I got more time.
Okay, for sure. We'll get it. I got another single. I think I'm gonna drop the Cy Mosky out of Philly. His little up tempo kind of not radio but underground type summary joint. So we'll get back and do another interview for that one. Maybe we can bring him in or something. I'll send you his stuff.
Oh, that'd be a bet. Well, shit, bro.
All right.
Congratulations on your success. Thank you for your time, and as always, salute.
All right, man. Peace. Thanks, man.
No doubt, bro. Have a good night.
All right.
Welcome to the Super Facts Show on the Super Facts Network. I just appreciate you listening. So I'm not going to ask you to follow me on Instagram at Mark Waldo Ward. I'm not going to ask you to rate and review the show. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to it. Thank you for your time.